30K a show, you doing open mics. Was raised by a gun and it's ironic.
It's insane.
Give me no advice.
We right back.
But couldn't stay the same because there's no room to turn into a star.
Long Beach,
my feelings bottled
TDE,
up and hope nobody breaks the jaw. But
Vaughn.
the lead on me. Whether win, lose, or drop.
I'm gonna let this finish out just so you can understand what you're about to get into. I'm getting tired.
Once you make it out the streets, once you show them too much love, they try to play you like you weak for real. I love my brothers for not folding under pressure, and I be with Cam so much I'm feeling like a whole director. My whole team buzzing out. It started up a hive, nigga.
Let's go. Zoom in. He's here. Zoom in. He's arrived.
We gotta load one more.
It's hard to sit back and think about. We've got such talent out here. And sometimes music just mesmerizes you when you hear it. This is one of those moments in time, and this is about 2 years old. But this also lets you know that somebody else is sitting on the shelf. Yesterday we was hyped. Super hyped to come in here, say what we had to say, introduce a female. We done had M. Now we're coming to something that's a little bit deeper, a deeper cut. We gotta start a whole new series because sometimes you need them deep cuts when you're just sitting at the house. You don't need to be hyped up. I tell you, Vaughn, although he's sitting in the background, and something that brought me directly to this is because Joe Budden was like, yo, he just did a podcast a couple days ago and they were like, yo, who is Vaughn? And in my head, you gotta be kidding. Ain't no way that you haven't heard of my man, because I'm not gonna say too much more. Mic check, coming live and direct to your speakers. Thank God we still got some lyrical masterpieces out here that truly need to be heard. Without further ado, you already know what it is. Let's get into it. Ray, show me what you got. This right here is when pain, struggle, endurance, sometimes I hate the word, but resilience meets a record. Let's go.
We gotta load one more up. You got the other.
Let's go.
There's more?
Hey, let's go.
We ain't stopping.
You haven't seen the freestyle, LA Leakers, 118, go back to it. You'll know right off the top, he gave you something masterful in the beginning, comes back with something even more amazing. And this is the one I wanted to focus on. This is for y'all, and this is for those that struggle and made it to this time. Because everybody needs to look and reflect.
I carry that kind of love in my heart that you would never find. See niggas scared of they demons, I make friends with mine.
Yes, sir.
I might have been the truth, but I never lied. I need something to feel alive when I'm dead inside. All my personal issues I'm learning to set aside. Cause I planted the seed and niggas came with pesticides. Give y'all my testimony, but never would testify. We'll buy lunch for the reaper to see who next to.
I planted the seeds and it came with pesticides. He wanted to grow, but somebody was still trying to kill him. The energy is unmatched. You can see him going back and forth, talking to both people that are just willing to listen. Sometimes you gotta have somebody that's willing to listen. Ray, TDE needs you, and if you were even remotely beside Kendrick during all of this, there is no way that this can blow. I'm so upset that Joe Budden didn't do his research before he made that comment. And again, sometimes you forget. I want to remind people what music can do for you, because this is a masterpiece.
Had a beanie, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go get it.
But it's about to get real dark.
We gotta do it.
Listen to me.
Thank you. He just said, listen
Carry
to
that
me.
kind of love in my heart that you would never find. See niggas scared of they demons, I make friends with mine. I might have been the truth, but I never lied. I need something to feel alive when I'm dead inside. All my personal issues I'm learning to set aside. Cause I planted the seed and niggas came with pesticides. Give y'all my testimony, but never would testify. We'll buy lunch for the reaper to see who next to. Bitch, I've been cold since the snotty nose. Since I was drinking tap water out the water hose. Since I was stealing shit from Trey cause my main bought me clothes. Since I was robbing people's houses and got honor roll. Since I was 9 when I made the decision I'ma go platinum like FUBU. That's when I learned the same ones who love you or try to use you. Everybody trying to win, so
The same ones that'll love you will try to use you. I know everybody's been through that before, and everybody's felt that pain where somebody was so close to you and used you. This is why this is real rap. This is why it's conscious. This is why it's a deep cut.
Nobody cry when they lose you. We had nothing in the crib we could eat but some ramen noodles. Every dog got his date. You better mark your calendar. Everybody get a shot, but I'm a different caliber. I wrote this crawling while you sleep and make you pick the pallet up. See, I was crying out for help, but wasn't screaming loud enough. So it was quiet for my fake brothers. Only 8 others. We turned to the Section 8 brothers. And we so tired we squeeze through and they take cover. Arnold with the fist if they play busted. The building's gonna take structure. Can't let them fake love.
If this is what it took for you to go through life, have 8 brothers, go and talk about Section 8, become the Section 8 brothers, and this is what we got, I am glad that every piece of struggle that you went through has molded you into the man that you are today. Because even if it's 2 years ago that this came out, there is nothing but heartfelt pain, joy, and almost some type of relief as you sit here and have somebody listen to you. Sometimes you just need somebody to listen to you. This shit is deep.
Lovers, cause shit, that's all on me. See, that's a domino effect, cause they gon' fall on me. And if they phone off, I promise they could call on me. The pain I've been dealing with just built the wall on me. Yeah, too many questions, I just wanna ask my daddy, like why you fuck with my mama and bring me into this family? Ain't expected I have me address it, like send a Addy. 16, you 32, if you ask me, that shit is nasty. Look, we used to pray for all them $100 sneaks. Standing by the stove just to get some heat.
Oh my God.
Dirty clothes. I had stains on my teeth. That shit stained on my mind. Cause my bed smell like Pete. Look, Buck used to have them fiends running in and out. My mama couldn't pay them bills. We couldn't keep a house. A lot of shit we didn't have. That's why we went without. While Steven tried to touch my sister, then he hit the couch. Damn, them Buena Vista days. I really miss them days. Half of them in a cage, other half in the grave. We grew, but we didn't age. Torn from a different page, from a house that we didn't save. Black people don't sage. I used to live in color. As of lately, I just been in beige. Cause where I'm from, they let it ring. Who trying to get engaged? You get a DP if you slide and you didn't engage. Caught in the middle, that's what happens when you send a stage.
He's taking you on a journey. He talks about being beside the stove just to catch heat. Being at a store just because you wanted to catch the new J's that's coming out. Then he moves you forward talking about, hey, the gang life, the violence that comes along with being from Long Beach in that area. About catch a DP if you did nothing. And this is life center stage. You in the cross. TDE. You've got to push more like this because this is very, very reminiscent of what Kendrick has been doing for years. And just because you got 2 in your camp, obviously there's enough room for everybody. We're gonna run it back a little bit. My man is walking all across this motherfucker.
Look, we used to pray for all them $100 sneaks. Standing by the stove
just to get some heat.
We was whacking dirty clothes. I had stains on my teeth. That shit stained on my mind. Cause my bed smell like Pete. Look, Buck used to have them fiends running in and out. My mama couldn't pay them bills. We couldn't keep a house. A lot of shit we didn't have. That's why we went without. While Steven tried to touch my sister, then he hit the couch. Damn, them Buena Vista days.
Family problems
I really
too.
miss them days. Half of them in a cage, other half in the grave. We grew, but we didn't age. Torn from a different page, from a house that we didn't save. Black people don't sage. I used to live in color. As of lately, I just been in beige. Cause where I'm from, they let it ring. Who trying to get engaged? You get a DP if you slide and you didn't engage. Caught in the middle, that's what happens when you send a stage. Yeah, well that's what happens when you hate a man. Got me feeling less in these situations I'm greater than.
Stop. Stop, just stop. Got me feeling less in these situations that I'm greater than. That can tell you that his drive, his motivation, and his will to succeed, he minimalized it because he knew he was better and he was gonna make it. And if this don't tell you where he's at in life, nothing will. I promise you, there's not many tracks out here that can hit this hard. There's plenty of rappers that have made songs, albums actually, that still don't have this type of content. This content is for people that went through a struggle, came out on the other side, and reflected back. And he's reflecting in 2 men that probably don't even know exactly the shit that he's been through. This is art.
House. A lot of shit we didn't have, that's why we went without. While Steven tried to touch my sister, then he hit the couch. Damn, them Buena Vista days. I really miss them days. Half of them in a cage, other half in the grave. We grew, but we didn't age. Torn from a different page, from a house that we didn't save. Black people don't sage. I used to live in color. As of lately, I just been in beige. Cause where I'm from, they let it ring. Who trying to get engaged? You get a DP if you slide and you didn't engage. Caught in the middle, that's what happens when you center stage. Yeah. But that's what happens when you hate a man. Got me feeling less in these situations. I'm greater than the east of the city, so all my family's a Raider fan. Wanna talk to my dead homies. Heaven ain't got a data plan. You ever put the seat back to sleep in the car? You ever live with somebody while they eating you starve? You ever looked in the mirror?
Talk to him, bro. Talk to him.
Just to say and make you relive it or think of the scars, nigga. I have 1,000 times. Fuck.
I don't care what age you are, when you hear something like this, you automatically start to reflect on your past. What you went through, whether it is as deep as this, as it's as vivid as this, but somebody that can paint a picture of this type of detail. He talked about growing up in Section 8. He talked about somebody being in his house, touching his sister, and heaven forbid if something really like that happened, because you're gonna wanna wild out. But this is the type of stress that happens in some communities. But for him to sit here, talk to two men and say, hey, I came out on the other side and I'm still hungry. What you didn't see in his first rap, he was talking about still carrying his EBT card. I think he talks about it at the end. I will let that ride out, because this is something that will mesmerize anybody if you are listening appropriately. If you're not listening to anything that's being said right now, at least my man told a story that is not necessarily relatable to everybody, but it gives you insight into something that most people should, and some people do, have to experience. Blessings to you, brother.
Vaughn.
Hold on, man. Now, before this started, you know, I saw the chain and I was gonna ask you about it, but I think the bars just answered my question.
Oh my.
Yeah, they answer a lot of questions.
Ain't no fucking question. TDE about
Thank
to
you.
run this shit.
And they have.
Top dog forever. We hustle like there's no tomorrow, cause tomorrow doesn't
You can hear the
exist.
hunger in his
Your
voice.
shit.
Yeah.
Vaughn.
And I still got my fucking food stamp card.
There it is.
See that, my brother.
Whenever you can hold on to something and it reminds you of the harder times, you never want to go back. The only thing I want to do is continue to play this, and sometimes on the weekends I don't want to listen to a whole bunch of club shit. I want to listen to something with some substance. And I know that conscious rap sometimes isn't for everybody. Sometimes you just want to throw on something and hear a beat. But it's very hard. If this came on, you were sitting in the house, maybe you just chilling, and this is something that pops on, and it's a freestyle, of course. Maybe it's even written. It doesn't even matter. There is no way that you don't turn around and like, wait, who is this? Because they're telling a story, it's intriguing. Sometimes the narrative of the story is what people want to hear. Art is a story. This is a story. This is wild.
Whoa.
Thank you for coming through the LA.
I can't wait for him to
For
go.
having me.
Yo.
If this is 2 years ago and this is what he's
Energy is
got,
unmatched.
Respect,
Bars
my
are
brother.
crazy.
Top
TDE
dog.
around the neck.
TDE got a nuclear
Come on,
missile
you see it shining on the neck.
sitting
Like a fat bitch.
and waiting.
Shout that boy Rep 1, the whole team, man.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my
Top
goodness.
dog.
Top dog.
I love how he's shouting out his crew
106,
too.
man. LA
But
Leakers.
Know that.
Liftoff show, baby. Yeah.
I don't even need to do any more with this. I can let this ride out. I think you know exactly why I pulled this up. This is gonna be on the deep cuts. I'm so glad that we got a little bit of range coming in, because you don't need to be listening to club bangers every day. This is something that will tell a story and tell a story for years. I'm pretty sure his kids and even our kids, as they get older, we can tell a story of how life may have been in LA. Kendrick does that well. TDE does that well. And TDE's got a beautiful strategic camp where they can push any type of person like this, especially that's got some fucking heart and soul, and then puts it on a beat like that. Again, we didn't even address the fact that the Philly beat is a classic. If you don't know who it is, matter of fact, like, leave a comment, subscribe, do what you want to do. It doesn't matter. I'm just here because music raised me. And right now, that shit, chef's kiss. Shout out to you, Vaughn. I hope we get some more real soon. And on that note, y'all already know, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here.